A very good morning to everyone, kids. Today in this class we are going to learn a new chapter. Yes, by seeing this picture itself, you may have come to a conclusion that we are going to learn about the British rule in India. So, we are going to learn the chapter, 13th chapter, beginning of British rule in India. So, here in this chapter, we will learn about coming of the British to India, wars fought to gain control of India, strengthening the English East India Company's power, which was the biggest strength to them, to their empire, and the revolt of 1857, where the British rule ended. First, coming of the Europeans. So, in the previous classes, we have learned that the Portuguese sailors like Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, they have found a new sea route to India. They discovered the new sea route and they came to India. So, the purpose of their coming is to trade the goods which they are having and to buy many spices. Later, the French and the Dutch government came to the India and they started their trading centers in India. So, after that, the English East India Company was founded in the year 1600. So, here only the British came to India and established an empire. So, this is where all the things started and the India were in control of the Britishers only because of the English East India Company. So the Britishers brought out many wars to make Indians in their control. So the Battle of Plassey. The Plassey War was the beginning of the war started in between the British and Indians. The Battle of Buxar. So even this was another war which was happened in the year 1764. So these are some of the wars which the Britishers brought out to make the Indians in their control. So finally it was led to the revolt of 1857, where everything came to an end when Queen Victoria took over the administration of Indian Empire. So let's see briefly in this chapter about everything whatever happened. And now today we are going to see briefly about the coming of British to India. So as we seen already, in the beginning the Britishers didn't came to India directly. So first the Portuguese sailors like Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, they have discovered the new sea routes to India in the year 1498. So they made the way, they led the way to other people who are around the world to come easily to India. So after the arrival of Portuguese sailors, French and Dutch people have came to India and set up their trading centers in India. So to buy and sell things, they have came to India. But after them, as we seen already, the English East India Company were being established in India by the Britishers. And here they started ruling the Indians. So the Britishers started ruling the Indians in the year, from the year 1600 with the help of their English East India Company. For making India in our control, they made many wars against the people of India. So as we are very lessly having the war materials, what happened? The Britishers completely took the Indians in their control. So in the beginning, in the year 1757, the Battle of Plassey were being fought between the Nawab of Bengal and Sirajud-Dowla, and in the EELC means English East India Company. So in the year 1757 it was taken place, and In the year 1764, the Battle of Buxar were being fought between Mir Quazim and the Nawab of Bengal, and in the EELC in the year 1764. Later, the growing discontent among the Indians against the British led to the revolt of 1857. So their growth have led to the revolt of 1807, which the Indian ended the English East India Company, mean the Britishers' rule. So in this revolt, during this revolt, Queen Victoria took over the administration of the Indian Empire. So during this period only, the revolt happened and their rule came to an end. So let's see briefly about the coming of British to India. So as we have learnt already, the Portuguese only led the way of finding the new sea routes to India. The thing they came to India is for the purpose of trading. Okay, so they set up a factory in Cochin, as we have learnt in the previous chapter, and Goa. They made huge profits by buying the goods in the lower price from India, and they sold all those things for higher prices in European markets. So these things have made them to focus much in Indian goods. So they bought all the things. The Portuguese, the other country sailors came and bought the goods, spices and many things for low price, and they sold to their countries in their markets in higher prices, which gave much profit to them. So because of this, what happened? They have successfully led trading from the Holland, France and Britain to sail to India. So successfully they bought things and sold in these countries. And here we have learned that the Portuguese are the first who came to India for trading purpose. Later, one by one came. At last, Britishers came and took India in their control. So let's see how East India Company started, how the wars began, everything deeply in the next classes. So kindly go through whatever we have learned today and kindly read this chapter. Thank you, kids.